Yo, so let me get this straight. Akaash Singh's wife went on a podcast and openly talked about wanting to have an orgy with their friend Nav.
Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands?
Priya,
She tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines.
Described his body as going crazy, said his face card never declines, and casually mentioned she knows his machine is at least 10 inches. And when everyone on the internet collectively said, "What the fuck?" Akaash sat there like a beaten dog and defended her. Brother, this man really looked at the camera and said, "Oh, it's just a joke. She learned her humor from me." My guy, what kind of humor school did you attend where fantasizing about your friend's massive dong in front of millions of people is considered comedy? That's not a joke. That's a fucking confession with witnesses. Let's break down the gaslighting here. She gets on the podcast, talks about how Nav is so hot that Akaash shows his picture to his personal trainer because he wants to look like him. So not only is she drooling over another dude, she's actively telling her husband, "Yeah, you're not hot enough. Try to look more like this guy." And Akaash is sitting there nodding like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Wow. Then she drops the orgy bomb. "I'm actively trying to have an orgy with Nav. Not, I made a dumb joke. Not, I said something inappropriate. No, she said she's actively trying. That means she's put thought into this. She's planning this shit out in her head while her husband's out there doing stand-up comedy, thinking his wife loves him. But when people called her out, she goes back on another podcast with Akaash sitting right next to her and gaslights the entire situation. Oh, the orgy joke started because Akaash kept saying Nav was hot. So now it's his fault that she publicly fantasized about getting railed by their friend. This is like if I crashed your car and then said, "Well, you bought the car, so technically this is your fault." And Akaash, this absolute specimen of spinal deficiency, sits there and says, "Well, she was a virgin when I met her, so I know how innocent she actually is." Brother, she just told the world she knows Nav's dick size and wants to organize a group activity with him. What part of that screams innocent to you? The man literally said, "If she had a body count, I would have stopped her, but because she's a virgin, I know she's joking." My guy, virgins don't casually estimate penis sizes. That's not how that works. That's like someone saying they've never driven a car, but they can tell you the exact horsepower of a Ferrari just by looking at it. And let's talk about the "it's all of us" defense. When they asked if he'd get some side action in this hypothetical orgy, she said, "Of course, everyone should be included." Oh, how generous of her. She's willing to let her husband participate in the orgy she organized with the guy she's been fantasizing about. What a saint. This is the same woman who dodges his kisses in public, won't show him physical affection, and treats him like a walking ATM. But Nav gets the full orgy planning treatment. Nav gets the "his body goes crazy" commentary. Nav gets the detailed dong size analysis. The internet is watching this man get disrespected in 4K Ultra HD. And instead of standing up for himself, he's out here writing apology tours for his wife's behavior. "She learned humor from me. She's actually very innocent. It's just jokes." No, brother. What's actually a joke is you sitting there defending a woman who publicly fantasizes about other men while you buy her $30,000 purses and get your kisses dodged like you've got the plague. At some point, you gotta look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I in a marriage? Or am I just a financial sponsor with occasional speaking privileges? The worst part? She faced zero consequences. No apology, no "I went too far." Just pure gaslighting and him sitting there taking it like a champ. And by champ, I mean chump.